Hey guys, Gameboy 3800 once again, and today, one of a kind. This may look like many of the other things I have, because it is, but it's what's on here that counts. Just giving you a very quick overview of the outside. Power port here, on switch, keyboards here. Here's the back, up. Under this flap you have the docking port, VGA, parallel printer, serial, and then you have external taper floppy drive, external keyboard, and then rare modem option for this. Opening it up, you have two sliders here for brightness and contrast. The keyboard is completely removable. This keyboard is quite frayed, and it could be in much better condition. This one is quite yellowed, and the little side things pop off quite easily. But, as I said before, it's what's on here that counts. Here's the power thing. Looks like a Ethernet port. But if you can't tell by the title, you probably can't. I didn't see the light on that. This here is the Enron SLT 286. This has, there we go, it's charging now. This has Enron software on it. In case you don't know, Enron was an energy company that, before it was found out it was all a fraud, it was one of the best in the entire United States. It was very good at finding alternate energy sources, and then as soon as it was found out it was a scam, in late 2000, it was gone by 2001. And obviously, funded in 1988, they had some computers, and they had their own modified DOS operating system, and we're just going to be exposing every bit of it. I have the camera plugged into the mains and 6 hours of hard drive space, so we're going to gut this thing like no tomorrow. It's got a battery in it, but I don't think it holds a very good charge, if any. So, on we go. I'm going to try to be looking mostly through the viewfinder of this camera. Won't be very easy to do, but with the angle I'm at over beside the camera, it's quite impossible to do. There we go. That's the hard drive. I don't start this unit up very often because of the hard drive. The hard drive in every other unit I have is pretty much dead. So I try to leave this one off as often as possible, only starting it up for occasions like this. I know there are some marks on the screen, but what are you going to do? So 1.6 megabytes, okay. Beeping. Resume F1 key. And now we get to come on, hurry up. I probably left this sitting a little bit too long. It's taking longer to start. In case you're wondering, yes, this video is coming off fresh from the Sager Clevo D7TW repair attempt fix thing. And there's still nothing popping up on here, is there? The sound you hear is from the computer and the fan up above. It's quite hot in here. Where's delete? Here it is. Control delete. No floppy disk in it. And it should be doing a RAM check again after this. See a little dot up there. Wish there's a way to minimize all the little options on the camera so I could see the screen good. I'm recording an HA 1080i 1920. In case you were ever wondering what I record as, I am using a Panasonic HTC HS100. It's a hybrid camcorder with both 60 gigabyte hard drive and SD card slot, so I could have a 64 gigabyte SD card if I wanted to. Actually, I think the most this can handle is 32 gigabyte, but that's kind of beside the point. Now we wait. Again. I'm actually starting to wonder if this is the Enron Compaq. It's one of the SLT 286s that I have. While this boots up, I'm going to go check and make sure I didn't screw up massively, and see if there's another comp I can try out. Did it boot yet? No, that took longer than it should, and I got the SLT 386 right here. Let me power this off and try it without the battery. Maybe it's drawing too much power and I can't read the driver right or something stupid like that. If this doesn't work, I'm going to try powering it up with the docking bay. And if that still doesn't work, well, dang. Waste of a video. So now the Compaq has a hideous gaping hole in the bottom here. Not a very pretty sight. Counting the RAM again. There goes the hard drive. I found the diagnostics lists. User diagnostics. You can see the Compaq diagnostics. It's going to ask me to put in the date. Probably should have gotten the keypad for this part. 01-01-2013, fake date. OO colon 00:01. Again, fake time. Alright, so no numeric copressor. I assume that's either the battery or the external keypad you could get for this. I'm going to exit this. Exit and reset system. I'm going to take out the user diagnostics. And I seem to be missing the DOS boot disk, but that's beside the point. Memory error. I believe my Enron system has died. Now it's giving me a command prompt. Let me turn the system that way. You can't see it all, but I can see something now. Invalid draw specifications. I don't know what happened to this. It was working good before. I didn't do anything to it. I guess I just let it sit around too long. That's what old hard drives do though. They can lock up. But I don't know. I'm going to try it with the dock. I guess until then you can see the ever increasingly rare SLT 386 powering up. It's got a dead hard drive, I know that for a fact. Just more proof that these have very shoddy hard drives. Thank you, Connor hard drives. There's the bad hard drive for you. I didn't want to get the full docking bay, but if this doesn't work, I'm out of options. And that's that for you. The one difference on the SLT 386 is this port right here lets you connect newer external drives. So this room is just getting full of vintage stuff. Gotta remember to open up the back flap. Now it's just adding to the noise, Set that twice. Now I can point the camera up a little bit. Now it's even more apparent I need to have the keyboard extended away. Let's try one last time. This is probably going to be another wasted video, but two of you want to see, or at least hear my voice. Don't know why. I guess I never will find out why. Hard drive spins up. Seems to be going faster. But I don't think that'll change anything. I just shoved in a DOS disk. It's not the boot disk, but then again, it's not a boot thing. Yeah, that's not working either. Enron is dead, people. What a disappointment. I'm sure there's something I can try to do, but there's not a lot of options either. I'm sure if I try to take it apart, it will probably self-destruct. Last ditch effort, people. Trying to see if anything could have gotten knocked loose. Because it was up on its front end, well, back end like this before, for about a month or two. Maybe that did something. If that's the case. Final go around, if this breaks, or if it's already broken, might as well do something with it. I have another SLT 286 taken apart. It's just waiting for something to happen to it. That's why you could see the memory cards in the last video. That's what they're from. The first 286 I got, the one I got this docking station with, the hard drive, as you probably know, obviously died. So I took it apart, waiting to find a new one. Never got a new one. So, yeah. I'm just gonna like go through its system here. You can see the black or white dots here. Interestingly enough, when the brightness is only a half thing, it's already full, so you don't need to pull it to the right any farther. 1.6 megabytes, okay. Non-system disk or disk error. I don't think having to install Windows 3.1 did anything to it, because it worked before. It worked at the transfer just fine. I didn't do anything to it, and I always made sure that it was the last one to be put away. Made sure that if anything fell, they would fall down first. And nothing did fall down, thankfully. Very complicated project I had to set up there. But yeah, Enron is dead, people. And, well, it does have a standard 4-pin Rolex or Molex, whatever, power thing. So I can possibly hook it up into another computer with all the IDE connections and be able to read it. I'm saying it's possible. I'm not saying it will. And then again, I don't want to take this apart, but if I really have to, is there are there really any other options I could take with this? The hard drive spins up okay. It's not sounding like the 386 where it's all clickety-clackety. If there's anything else I can do, I'm going to try to boot it with the battery. I don't think it holds a charge. If it does, it's a 5-minute one. But at this point, I guess it's worth a shot. It powered up at least. That's the thing about these old NiCad batteries. Even though they don't hold a very long charge, they last forever when they're not being used. And up, it died. I lied. Yep. I don't know what to do anymore. My rarest piece, dead. Devastating. But I guess I can reveal to you now why I decided to do this, and I just realized that this port here is covered on the 386. This piece of the modem is covered up. That's not coming off. I guess I can reveal to you now why I decided to do this video. I'm surprised the camera's staying on there. It's only being held by tacky stick stuff. I decided to do this video because I am getting another SLT 286. I guess now it's a perfect time because this one here just died on me. And it's supposedly got Windows 3.1 on it. Yay. I've had a 3.1 machine before and it was quite good. Had to sell it though. Even though I didn't get very much for it, it was still more than I paid for it, so yay. If there's anything I can do to try and get the Enron back up and running, I mean, I'm sure there's like no chance, but you know, anything is possible at this point, so I'll take any chances I can that don't involve taking it apart. At least not at first. Because there's no way the hard drive can just die immediately. I mean, as you heard with the 386, it clicks, and that usually shows the hard drive's going to die. Although being old, it sounded healthy. I don't know what would be going on there. I mean, if the IDE wire suddenly came loose, I don't know why. I mean, the only thing that could have done that would be the car ride back home. But then again, it still worked just fine, because I showed you with the 386, like when it came, I was using the Enron powered up, it was good, running just fine. And then I opened up the 386 and it was still good to go. I did shut it off by doing the switch on the side. Yeah, it's still trying to. It's still saying, hey, there's a charge in here, but no, there isn't. If there's anything else I can do, that I know I could do, would be to try to charge the battery all the way up with the dock. That's the fastest way. But other than that, no, I don't see any way this could end with this rare unit still being up and running in one piece, mind you. So now the computer is charging, it's on the dock, getting the most power it could possibly get. Still won't work. Oh, there's a click there. It's not a constant click. Last chance I have, fully charge the battery. I guess I'll see you whenever that's done. And I have the other Compaq supposedly comes on Friday, so I'll see if I can have the video of that on the weekend up and running. This video has just been one big disappointment. I do apologize to both you and myself for letting this happen. I'm sure some of you wanted to see this rare piece in action. I really wanted to. I wanted to share with you everything that was on it. But apparently God is against me and doesn't want me sharing potentially illegal information. But that's always fun, so why you do that? Might as well leave the 386 here. I'm going to give that a new hard drive eventually. Interesting thing I learned is that when the clock battery in a 386 is dead completely, it'll only read the floppy disk as a 724 kilobyte floppy, only one side of it. So that's why I couldn't install Windows before. All the clock batteries were dead. But still, the 286 had a dead clock battery before and still booted up, so what's going on? I'm sure it's just being a scumbag, and as soon as I turn it on after I turn the camera off, it'll be working just fine. Why? Because my luck sucks like that. Thanks, Game Boy Out. Sorry for this disappointment. See you next time.